common theme in question in personal development is how to love yourself, when the whole premise of the question is wrong. It's actually the self-rejection, the self-abandonment, and the self-hate that's on top of the self-love that you have that is responsible for you feeling the way you are and having the lack of self-love that you have. Now, the best way for me to explain it is like, think about this as water, and you have like a floaty. If you have like a floaty, which naturally is buoyant and up, but you start tying weights to it, it's going to bring the floaty down. And that's essentially what's happening here. Is through life we're automatically loving, we're automatically buoyant, we're automatically, connecting and joyful and etc. But then we go through life picking up these negative beliefs, shame, guilt, feeling like we don't matter, or deprivation, or things of this nature. And then as a consequence, this starts bringing our emotional state down, down, and down. Now then, if we add things like we were told to shut up when we were too loud growing up, or we're told to be seen and not heard, so we don't show expression or we don't speak up, and we kind of quiet to the side. We don't feel safe when we're connecting with people. These are all things that are going to impact the way we behave and the way we see ourselves. Now, the solution isn't to add more floaties and try and pull all that weight up. No, that's what people try and do. They say, love yourself more, do all this and do that. But they're trying to love themselves when they're unconsciously rejecting themselves. They unconsciously abandon themselves and they unconsciously hate themselves. So by removing the negativity, then you could start to work on the positivity, because it'll naturally start to float up. And then once you start to actively remove the things that you hate about yourself and the self-rejections and the thing I explained earlier, then you could actually start to practice self-love. And by practice, it essentially means not sabotaging it. Because once we start to elevate our emotional state, it's going to be new to our nervous system. So essentially our nervous system's like, whoa, I haven't felt this in a long time. It's unfamiliar. It's very nervous. I'm used to beating myself up. I'm used to feeling shame, guilt, whatever it is, and not liking myself. But now I feel okay with myself. Now I'm actually being compassionate towards myself. And then we start sabotaging and going back and then getting in our heads and going back into that negative loop. So then once we delete the negativity, we could start working on the self-love by actively not sabotaging it and allow it to be there, and even helping it by focus on things you're grateful for, positivity, love, things like that. But it's going to be hard to do when your subconscious mind is pushing it against you. So then you have to address that part of yourself that is bringing you down. And I think this is the way to go in terms of self-love. Personally, I found it to be the most absolutely best result. And I've tried the other way. It just wasn't successful for me. I'm sure there's people online that will tell you that. I've tried everything. And this same method is how I've also helped my clients break through these walls as well. And a lot of my clients, I usually don't accept them unless I think they would be a good fit regardless. But I usually don't accept them unless they've tried a lot of things on their own, or they tried working with a therapy and they just can't figure it out, because these are the people that are the most serious, and they're not the ones that you're going to need to hound and hassle to get things done, because those people, they're just not ready for it. But anyways, so that's essentially my experience with breaking through with self-love, and actually self-acceptance is the goal. And as a consequence of focusing on self-acceptance, then you'll move into self-love, because you're not rejecting the positivity and the positive emotions and the things in that nature. So hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, leave a like and follow for more content like this, and I will see you in the next video. And I almost forgot, if this is something that you want to learn more about, I have a school group in the descriptions, so you can go ahead and watch that. It's free for now at the moment. Probably going to charge in the future, likely, so I'm not sure yet. But yeah, if I go really deep into the unconscious mind and how to dissolve these unconscious programs that's keeping you down, and a lot of fear-based stuff as well. So go ahead and check that out, and I will see you in the next video.